Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Cinders. I am so loving this. I gotta be honest with you. So Cinders went for a nice walk with the captain of the guard. And kind of tried to seduce him a little. Found out that he used to bone the witch doctor lady, a witch. Uh, and now she's going back home, so she's probably gonna get yelled at for being out. So, yep. Back to the same old. This feels almost like coming back to prison and out of my own will. After 2 such wonderful days of freedom, it's depressing to know I need to go back to my ordinary life. There, out in the real world, I can meet amazing people and have actual friends. Here, I'm trapped between Carmosa's plots and her poor daughter's bitterness. Sometimes I wonder, what if I were to vanish in the woods? Would anyone notice or care? Maybe that's the answer. Getting lost in the wilderness, befriending an uncivilized but noble tribe of rather short miners, becoming their princess, so Snow White, and spending the rest of my days being adored, praised, and oh, get a grip on yourself, Cinders. Carmosa, along with that crazy hairdo and strict rules of her, is due to come back home tomorrow. If I'm to have any chance of changing my life, I really should think of something, and soon. My feet are begging for mercy. I must have walked a dozen miles today. Those were really good shoes I saw at the market, and pretty too. I sure could use new shoes like that. These old horrors are just a few steps away from falling apart, and they blister my heels and ankles. Still, it was worth the effort. The good captain, bless his honorable heart, seems genuinely interested in my humble person. And he seems like an interesting gentleman, too. Looks really dashing in all those belts, I think. Besides, I always fancied scars and brooding disposition in a man. Yeah. Meanwhile, at the palace. Don't get me wrong, the prince is pretty and all. You have summoned me, my prince. That I did. You came back a bit late tonight. Was there any trouble on your route? Not at all, my prince. Something has caught my attention. You must be wondering why I wanted to see you at this hour. Surely you have guessed it must be about something important. I will have to ask you to make an important decision, and I will not be expecting me to give me your answer right away. My lord? Let me explain, Perry. As you know, we live in a time of transition, and my father's death changed many things. Being so close to our family, you are aware that the old king spent most of his days trying to compromise between extremes, a balance between order and freedom. With little success. Despite his best wishes all his life, he remained an autocrat. That's why it has been my wish, my vision, to change the kingdom in such a way as to eliminate the need to compromise between freedom and order altogether. In other words, Perry, I want reforms, but I'm sure you know this. I do, my prince. I have known you long enough to be able to learn about the qualities of your character. I want to give the people constitution, Perry. I want them to be subjects. I want them to be citizens. I don't want them to be subjects. I want them to be citizens. Oh, I just like calling him Perry, and I laugh every time I do. I know that's not his name, and there's probably people getting pissed, but whatever. I see. This will not make you more popular among the nobles, sire. If that's even possible. You're not a king yet, my lord, and there's some unrest among the nobles. I wouldn't announce your plans just yet. They make you an easy target. Yes, they do. That's exactly why I need your protection. You already have it. You know I'd give my life serving the crown. I am your sword and shield, my lord. Yes, my friend, I know that, but these are different kind of enemies I'm going to face during my reign. I will be giving people more freedom, but that means taking away some of that old precious order. The nobles won't stand for it. They will want my head. They wouldn't dare. Of course not. That would give me reason to ask for their heads. They will not do anything openly. Do you understand now what I speak of, Perry? So you want me to spy for you? It is the new battlefield, Captain, the theater of war of our times, and the crown needs you to be our champion. Champion? But isn't it an honorable war? Oh, but it isn't an honorable war. It's a war of lies. It's a war of discretion and intelligence, qualities I know you possess in abundance, not to mention loyalty. Forgive me, my lord, I don't want to come across naive. I'm simply not accustomed to all the subtleties of ruling. I'm surprised. What would you require of me in this new service? You would have to spend more time at the court. That much is certain. Keep your eyes and ears open, and of course, socialize much more. You would have to trade those blades of yours for our exquisite white gold cutlery, I'm afraid, and maybe do something about this outfit. All those belts. Oh, but I like all the belts. Cinders is just like, all those belts. Now he's like, no more belts. I see. This is not exactly... This isn't... You don't have to decide right away. Also, you do have a choice. I'm not a tyrant, after all. Should you choose to distance yourself from this lovely mess I am planning for the realm, you can leave your current service with honor and retire. Your patrolling duty is purely ceremoniously now. Your patrolling duty is purely ceremonial nowadays, and the guards have their officers. As it is, your position at the court is a matter of empty traditionalism, nothing more. You would send me away? To where? You look so sad. Oh, I am certain there's some picturesque and lucrative strip of royal land left that I can make you a count of. How about Middle Hollow? Such a quaint little place. You deserve it. That's simple. This is very surprising. It's strange. It's a strange thing to learn that you were not needed. Rubbish, Perry. The crown needs you. I need you. This is precisely why I'm asking you to make your own decision. If I'm to rule this realm, I have to learn to make difficult choices, and this is my first. I'm not ordering you to become the new royal master spy. I'm giving you a choice. Not only because I know that you wouldn't make a good agent serving me against your own will, but also because you are my friend, Perry. If that's the case, I reckon I prefer to be just a subject. It will be enough, Captain, but let us not say things that we will regret later. Very well, my lord. Will this be all, my prince? Yes, Captain. Give my proposal some thought. I would have your answer within the next few days. Now go. That's sad. So he's got to either give up everything that he loves about himself, that he's used to, and stay in service, or pretty much be forced to retire. It kind of sounds like a dick move on the prince's part. The prince is like, so you either do what I'm asking or retire. But it's like he is giving him an actual choice. Oh, hello. I didn't click. Hello? Why is it not going back? Maybe she didn't say anything. I wasn't looking at the screen. Anyway. Or do you need a special invitation to get out of bed? Get up, get up. Oh. Oh, I don't know how to do anything. What time is it? Dawn already. I suppose you need to get up right this instant. Dawn is not a reason to yell at someone, and I'm not sure it's reason enough to get up so abruptly either. 2 days without supervision and you've gotten lazy already. Where would you be on your own, I wonder? Oh yes, do come in and spill your venom on me. Is there any actual reason for me to wake up at this hour? Or is this just a social call on your part? Fine, don't get out of bed and see how it works for you. What do I care? This way it will be even more interesting. Okay, I'm sorry. And awake now? Would you please tell me what's going on? Carmosa's back. She wants us to gather in the hall. I'm wide awake and up now. You could have begun with that. Well, now you know. She brought a large package with her, and she looks like she means business, so hurry up. She always looks like she means business. I wonder what's in the package, though. What shape was it? Did it... Oh, just stop being nosy and hurry up or we'll both be in trouble. If you were getting dressed instead of asking so many questions, you would already be seeing it for yourself. If you didn't stand there, yell at me and stare, I would actually be in a position to get dressed. Fine, I'm leaving. Just hurry up. I'm really sorry. I got here as fast as... Wait, where's Carmosa? In her study. She said she didn't have time to wait for you forever, and you kept her waiting for quite some time. Oh no, we wouldn't want Carmosa's magnificent plans to be foiled just because of Cinders' laziness, would we? You might rethink your attitude. Mother wants to speak to you. I can't imagine how it's going to be a pleasant experience, considering. She said she wants to speak to me? Why? Well, actually, she wants to speak to each of us. You're just supposed to go first. Great. When I finally get to be the first at something, it's something I don't want. It's like receiving gifts, good in principle, yet always disappointing in reality. Why would she want to speak to each of us? And why separately? I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, stop complaining, you two. And you should hurry up and go, Sophia, unless you feel the need to make Mother angrier, of course. I'm going. I certainly don't like this. Carmosa seems keen on interrogating us and getting every detail of what happened while she was gone. If you did what you were supposed to, you wouldn't need to be nervous right now. Just a thought. Of course, because everything is fair and honest around here, and I certainly won't get blamed for things I have no control over. I think you do enough on your own not to need any additional blame, Your constant rebelling should get most of Carmosa's attention. And how will Carmosa have an idea about who rebelled and what rebelling actually means, huh? You are not seriously suggesting that I would tell on you, are you? I'm trying so hard to do well here and take care of you two. And Sophia, she wouldn't just stab you in the back like that for no reason, would she now? Well, I certainly do not feel as safe as you describe. Okay, so my sister might have an interesting idea of fun. Exactly. She's twisted as a corkscrew and might say anything for reasons that escape reason. I think you're much too fast to judge people. You know Sophia's not evil, and we sure as hell both know that living in this house can be hard, so... Sure, Sophia's a delicate little flower that means nobody no harm. She just defends herself when necessary. Sure, she's cynical at times, even vicious or cruel, and yes, speaking to her often resembles fencing. Thanks, that helps. But here's my point. She only does that when it's safe. She wouldn't stab you in the back or do anything against you where it counts. Just because Sophia has uttered some sharp comments about morality doesn't yet mean she actually grasps the concept, not to mention agreeing with it. I'm really confused as to what the hell's going on here. I had no idea you could be so resentful and full of hate. What gives you the right to judge Sophia when you're so cruel to her? Are we reading the wrong lines? What has gotten into you? You hardly ever talk to Sophia, and when you do, one of you usually ends up in tears, and now you're defending her? I don't think I need to explain myself. Yeah, I think you do, because you got a split personality. I was just asking, but fine. Let's just wait for Sophia to come out and see what she has to say. Well, it's not like we have many alternatives. I hate waiting. It shouldn't take long. Carmosa's not someone to beat around the bush. True, she always has the point. No excuses, no diversions, no mercy. Let's just wait. You're back, Fat. You're back? That was fast. Aren't you happy to see me? I'm fine. Sorry to disappoint you girls. So what was the talk about? You'll find out soon enough. It's your turn, and I wouldn't keep Mother waiting if I were you. All right, I'm off. Wish me luck. You might need it, so good luck, sister. Good luck. So, are you properly nervous yet? You know the experience will not be a pleasant one. Do you always have to do this? After all the time I'd been an idiot to fall for these games of yours? Precisely why I keep them up. Just stop, please. I'm not going to indulge your weird need to quarrel and provoke someone until they offend or humiliate you. Oh yes, I forgot. You know everything about me. And how wise of you to not indulge me in conversation. I'm sure you would like to... I sure would like to see you try the same with Carmosa in a minute. And to think, Gloria defended and spoke well of you just a second ago. She almost got me to believe in you. You shouldn't always believe what you hear. And you should hope Carmosa doesn't always believe either. Because Gloria should be speaking about you right now. I wonder what Gloria will tell. Aren't you worried? I'm not sure. She seemed alright when we talked. Maybe a bit unsettled. You know my sister. She doesn't show emotion until Mother orders her to do it. But on the inside, she was raging. I think she might spill some of that into Mother's ears. The hell with that. These past few days reminded me of what freedom felt like. It was worth whatever punishment Carmosa might throw at me. You've either lost your mind or forgotten what Mother is capable of. Nothing is worse what she'll come up with to make you regret your actions. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Our turn. You're back. How was it? What do you mean? Well, was it, I don't know, unpleasant? Of course not. Why would it be? It was just a normal conversation. Normal for you, perhaps. Come on, Gloria. I can tell it wasn't that smooth. Stop being so nosy and start asking proper questions. Did Carmosa tell you about her plans? In fact, she did. Oh, of course she did. You earned that special little place on her lap. Sophia, please. Shush now, Cinders. So what do you think your mother's latest great plot? You wouldn't think she had learned not to expect the impossible of us. Or anything big, really. And maybe it's time to live up to her expectations. You are a grown-up now, Sophia. It's time for you to work on managing your responsibilities. You're hopeless and stupid. Some of us are simply not built for greatness. God, she's so down on herself. It's like negative Nancy. If only you focused on doing something useful half as often as you do on sharpening that vicious tongue. You must speak plainly. I'm too stupid to understand complex sentences. So what are Carmosa's plans exactly? Oh, I'm sure she'll explain everything in a moment. Now hurry. Don't keep her waiting. You know how angry she gets when someone's late? Oh yes, I feel like this is going to be quite an adventure. And I'm about to enter the beast's lair. Bum, 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 bum. You called me? Yes, I did. Come in and close the door. I'd like you to explain something to me. I've learned some very disturbing things about what has been happening here while I was gone. Apparently discovered a new pastime, wandering about like some commoner, visiting who knows whom, going who knows where. While my daughters take care of our home on my behalf, you're having long walks. This isn't simply improper, it's also selfish and irresponsible. I wasn't doing anything wrong, and frankly, it's a bit insulting to hear that my own sisters would speak of me that way. Nothing bad happened. I'm back, am I not? I just wanted some, well, freedom, that's all. Freedom? What nonsense. No, girl, freedom has nothing to do with this. This is selfishness, plain and simple. Good lord, these people. And why do you need to make me and why do you need to make and why do you need to make up such absurd excuses? I can't read right now. Why can't you, for once, admit you acted irresponsibly? Why not say, I'm not the only person in the world, and perhaps add something like, I'm sorry, too? Believe me, that would be a nice touch. Well, maybe my behavior is so imperfect because I don't have a good role model. Enough! I have no time for childish quarrels with insolent brats. We have an important matter to discuss. It has to do with my plans for our family. 2 days from now, a grand ball will be taking place in the royal palace. Any royal business is very important, of course, but this particular ball will be very important even for His Royal Highness. It means very careful preparations. What matters here is that the ball is very near and there is little time left. It means that I will be expecting our entire family, and I do mean all of us, to give their best. By which I mean complete obedience. No questions, no drama, no nonsense. This is much too important an event to be spoiled in such a silly way. Very well. And what is my part in this plan then? Will I be going to the ball as well? Member of our family that I am? Don't be absurd. Royal affairs aren't your arena. I see. Then what is my arena, ma'am? Why, the house, of course. If everything goes smoothly, the ball should mark the point of our family coming back into high society. And that means one thing. Guests. We will need combined effort to make the residence spotless, but your role will be crucial. I see, my lady. Would you also like me to hide in the wardrobe or pretend I'm a statue when the guests come? Or maybe being a statue would pose too much of a competition for your charming and intelligent daughters? I understand your anger and your reasons. Now you must understand mine. I put much time and effort into creating this opportunity for my daughters. I will not let them be upstaged by anyone. You may play all sanctimonious with me now, but either now or in 10 years you'll understand my perspective, and you will agree with my decision. Also, I don't see a single reason to yield to your complaints, if all I get from you is recklessness and childish moods. Start supporting the family, and maybe the family will do the same for you. You like to refer to all of us as family, but only if it means I have to do something. Don't get melodramatic, girl. You sound like a bad novel. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't be able to prepare 3 young ladies for the ball organized by the future king. Do you have any idea how much a decent dress costs these days? No, of course you don't. Yeah, we better not. She's already bitchy and pissed. Of course, how could buying a dress for the daughter of the rightful owner and head of the house be proper? Listen to me, girl, and listen good. I am the rightful owner of this house. And as unfortunate as may be, your father, bless his soul eternal, is dead. No mother would put an orphan before her own children. I'm not just some orphan. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not just some orphan, and contrary to your real children, I'm not afraid to think and speak for myself. You're truly blind if you really can't see my potential and how useful I could be, also for you. Enough of this idle chatter. We have a very important task ahead of us and little time left. Since you're thinking so highly of yourself and your skills, why don't you show us your pragmatic side and start cleaning the house and helping with preparations? That's it? Do you really believe that's all I could be good at? Demons, snap out of that constant daydreaming, girl, and start paying attention. Do you think that even if you were the lady of this house, you wouldn't need to keep it clean? Are you really selfish enough to believe that? Besides, the terrible burden of dusting and doing the dishes is minuscule in comparison with my responsibilities. Be grateful for having such a simple life. Oh yes, very great. Shush, not a word. Get the girls together and call the servants. Wait for me in the hall. I will bring you your orders in a moment. Dun 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 dun. Several hours later. We had to sit in the hall for several hours later. I'm going to wrap this part up here. I know it was a little shorter than some of the other ones, but we never know how long it's going to go, and this could go another like 2 minutes. It could go another 20 minutes. Like you never know with each of the scenes. So yeah. Again, I hope you're enjoying this because I'm having a lot of fun recording it. Obviously, I'm doing it all like back to back, so I'm probably going to try to record it all in one or two go. Obviously, I'm on the second go, but I'm trying to record as much of it as possible because it's going to kill me. Like I'm like not to finish it. You know what I mean? To like wonder what happens. But yeah. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.